Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Nikke video. Not feeling too well, so we're gonna, do both of them at the same time very quickly. Not too quickly, but I'm gonna try to get out of here. But I'm still gonna take this review seriously, and I'm not gonna use any of the in-game stuff because like you could just see everything here pretty much anyways. So burst two supporters are not expecting too much. And with a shotgun, you definitely can't expect too much. If this was an attacker with a shotgun, then she'd probably be doing actually really good damage, but support, so let's see what we've got here. Skill 1, after 12 normal attacks, which will actually take a while because, shotgun. So keep that in mind. After that's 12 normal attacks of a shotgun is kind of slow. Recovery of covers HP actually is significant. Cover rebuilding is actually really useful in a lot of the hardest difficulty fights. So that already is pretty valuable. And then when you apply a shield, which was, I don't think she can apply her own shield. She has to rely on someone else. We'll be talking about it very soon here. And then when attacking core, I'm assuming just like the main boss, you get to deal quite a bit more damage. Okay, so after 5 normal attacks, which is much more reasonable than 12, and then you affect 2 ally units with the highest attack, and then you get to deal more damage with attacking core, whatever that means. I'm assuming it just means the main boss itself or something, because I don't think that's ever been mentioned before. Activates after 5 normal attacks, which is decent, with the lowest HP percentage, and then you get to heal off of the caster's final max HP as HP, fine. And then affect yourself as the burst, you get pierce, fine. You're not going to be doing, it's not really that big of a deal. Because remember, you're a supporter and you're a burst 2, you're the shotgun, so not the biggest of deals. And then when you affect, and then the biggest part is what you get the attack boost. And when you get a shield, you get a huge attack boost. To be fair though, it is of the caster's attack. Remember, she's a support. She's not going to have the highest amount of attack possible. She will have good attack. I'm sure she does have some decent attack stat considering that this is built off of this, and it's pretty good, but you'll understand why I'm being really critical, because this is basically the same thing as the bunny situation. Let's just spoil it if you don't already know. You really need the other character in order to make this character work properly. Now you can run her without the other one we'll be talking about, but it's gonna be a bit harder. And you would need to find someone specifically to apply a shield, basically, because as you can see there's 2 requirements to even have some of her things where she needs to be having to build a shield first. So, and she's a burst 2 instead of a burst 1. It would be great if she was a burst 1, because then you could bring Senti, I guess, as an alternate. But they know what they're doing. They did this on purpose. They made her a burst 2. So that you wouldn't be able to bring Senti along with her, because you don't really want to have 2 burst 2s, really. I guess you could, but having 2 burst 1s is just far better. In my experience of playing the game and playing all the harsh difficulties, I feel like 2 burst 1s, 1 burst 2, and 2 burst 3s are far better because the cooldowns match up properly. So she's good, and the cooldown time is only 20 seconds, which is pretty normal for a burst 2, which is good. Yeah, she's good, but I have to tie her in with the other character, unfortunately, in terms of dragging down the score a little bit, because now you need to pull for both of them in order to make one of them work, which, if this was in Japan, I mean, they're like on the edge. They're like on the edge of that Japanese law where you can't do this, where you have to make both characters work together or something. It has to work on its own. So they're like seriously on the edge, because technically you really don't need the other character in order to make Naga work properly. But you kind of do, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, getting around that Japanese law there. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways, I'm going to give her if you have, okay, let's just show the character. If you have Tia, then the score goes up by a lot because it works with her. So I'm going to go 8.5 out of 10 if you have her on the team. If you do not have her on the team, if you're not lucky and you pulled one but not the other, the score goes down dramatically, because now you have to theory craft something that'll work with her instead. And there aren't very many. I'm sure that will not sure that will work with her. I would have to look into it. It would have to be something I would have to seriously look into. And unfortunately, since I'm not a whale in this game, I can't just pull the unit and pull the other one and just test to see how they work out with other characters. Unfortunately, so I kind of have to have to review with what I've seen in front of me. So 8.5 if you have Tia. I would go like a 7.25 if you do not. That kind of like it really hurts a bit. In terms of looks, I would definitely go with Naga over the other one. I feel like I like the dark skin and everything. But anyways, onto Tia, and I don't believe she's in the game yet. But she'll be coming eventually. And so she's a burst 1 defender with a rocket launcher. Why can't we just have like okay, whatever. I mean, it was pretty obvious that she would be a rocket launcher unit considering what she has on her back, I guess, but okay, let's look at it. So defender with a rocket launcher, I'm not liking that too much, but let's just give it a chance here. Let's give it a chance. So skill 1 activates when recovering, covers HP. Cooldown a burst skill 13 seconds, which is pretty significant. Remember, this is all level 10 stuff. I'm pretty sure these are all level 10, so you're not going to be getting 13 seconds for a while, but it'll last for 12 seconds, so that's fine. And then when you covers HP, affects all allies, and you get attack damage, a decent percentage. And then it activates after landing 5 normal attacks. Will be kind of slow because once again, it's a rocket launcher unit, so it's going to take a little while for that to happen. But you get your covers max HP, of caster's max HP, and she'd be pretty decent since she's a defender, and then lasts for 5 seconds. The taunt thing, really meh on that taunt. I feel like taunt needs to be on specific characters that have good effects, and so far we're not really seeing effects that would really need a taunt. I don't really get why she even has it, but I feel like that's already like a negative in the con section for that taunt there. And I already saw some of the Twitter replies, and people are agreeing with my opinion, so that the taunt really is not necessary. But we'll see what happens. Let's see what else we got going on here. Recover when you use the burst, covers HP, fine. So now you have the pass that thing that is going to activate her stuff. So you get some HP, or when you apply a shield. Oh, it's her burst. Okay. So they're really, like, as you can see, they're really working together. And when you use the burst, you generate a shield. So then when you generate that shield, you get damage dealt when attacking a core, and you get attack boost for all allies. So that's a huge attack boost. At level 10, that's 31.2%. That's a giant attack boost. And all you have to do is apply a shield, which means you just have to use this burst. So it would just be Tia, then Naga, and then your burst 3 damage dealer. You get a huge attack boost. That's huge. So it's pretty easy. Like, it's really easy to activate this. And then and it affects all allies except for herself. You generate a shield with a slightly weaker shield, but that's okay because remember, she's taunting. So actually you really want that big shield for herself. And then affects all allies, re-enter burst skill stage 1. So she has... Okay, so she has the rupee thing, which sometimes is not good. It really depends on your other burst 1 character. So now you really need, like I said, you really need another burst 1. You can't do 2 burst 2s with this combo here. So she basically, if you don't have Christmas rupee, basically what that means is when you use her burst 1, then you go back to the burst 1. And if you don't have another burst 1, now you're stuck, because this is going to be on cooldown for 40 seconds, which is quite long for a burst 1. So you really, it's mandatory even. Like, you don't really need, like, it's not like a really need. You have to have it. You have to have another burst 1. So, I mean, I guess it could be, another character with a slightly lower cooldown. Could do that. So I'm gonna go because I don't like the taunt too much, but it does make sense with the shield generation. But now you would need to level all skills equally. I know some people like to level one skill specifically and then leave the others lower, but she really needs all of these at a high level compared to Naga, who could be like 777 and it'd be fine. So I'm gonna go 7.85 with Tia. I don't like the taunt too much, but it is decent. She can recover, covers HP, but that's about it. Like, they're both of them are good. Don't get me wrong, both of them are good, but I'm trying to put you in the perspective of the anniversary is coming. It's very soon, next month, I believe, if I Google searched it correctly. I don't remember the first time I started playing, but I think it was November. So November-ish time. It's only a month away now. We're only 1 month away from November. So, and you don't get a lot of resources in this game, and especially once you go down in the store, you're only getting like 10 gems, like nothing. So, saving every single ticket in gem for the anniversary is key. Getting both of these would be great, but will it be better than getting the anniversary unit? Look at Dorothy, half anniversary unit. That was only the half anniversary. They dropped Dorothy, who is insanely good, destroys everything. Like, she is so strong with her skills that it's ridiculous. Just imagine what they'll drop during the actual anniversary. So you definitely want to have every single thing saved up for the anniversary compared to these. So that's my recommendation, guys. I think it's just a skip. Even if you're a whale, I think you should skip, because you should be saving anything so you don't have to spend as much money on the anniversary. You'll have everything ready. You'll have the gold tickets if you need to use those. You'll have tons of those rainbow ticket things. Advanced tickets, I think that's what they're called. I just call them rainbow tickets because they look like a rainbow, kind of. And then you have tons of gems. So, like, why pull on these? Like, I'm not knocking. I gave them good scores, but it's just like, anniversary is much bigger priority, and it should be. If you haven't even been thinking about anniversary yet, you really need to, especially as a free-to-play. So, like, free-to-play, this is definitely a no-go. If you're a whale, you're probably gonna pull anyways, but as a free-to-play, this is definitely a no-go at all. You shouldn't even be looking at these. Just look at my review. I gave them okay scores, pretty good scores, but anniversary is priority number 1 for you guys. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate ya. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.